Hi everybody, I'm James. So recently we were able to visit one of our award-winning cheesemakers in Ohio. So today we want them to tell you a little bit about how they make the cheese that we sell here at Detweiler's.
Well, we want to welcome the Detweiler's crew here to Pearl Valley Cheese in Fresno, Ohio today. We're proud of our family tradition and our Swiss traditions as well. We're going to give you some information of what we try to do here to make some of the best cheese we can possibly make. Back in 1928, Ernest and Gertrude were making cheese in a copper kettle. And as of the other Swiss immigrants in this area who started making Swiss cheese, they were using copper kettles to make big 200 and 100 pound wheels of Swiss cheese. As time grew on in the 30s, Ernest and Gertrude began expanding, and instead of just one kettle, expanded up to the point where they eventually had 9 kettles in their building. The business grew, and we came to a point where we went from copper kettles to stainless steel vats. And that at the same time allowed us to make other kinds of cheese. So the company started making brick cheese and made cheddar for a short time, but really found its niche in Colby style cheeses. Today we make 14 kinds of cheese, generally categorized in the Swiss category or Colby style cheese category.
Swiss is what's known as a variety of cheese that fits into the Alpine cheese family. So these cheeses are cheeses that originated in the mountains of Switzerland and the mountains of Italy and Alpine. The big differences are that it is a brine cheese, so it gets all of its salt by being soaked in a salt water and calcium brine solution.
So the first is obviously receiving the milk. We test the milk for antibiotics before we pump it off the truck. But when we're ready to make cheese, then we're going to pasteurize it and put it through the separator, and that will take out some of the fat if we're going to make a reduced fat cheese or a Swiss cheese. After it's pasteurized and went through the separator, then it goes into the vats as we talked about, and the vats hold 35,000 pounds of milk each, which would make 3,500 pounds of cheese. In the vats, we're going to add rennet, which is going to make it into curds and whey, which is an enzyme, and we're going to add the starter cultures, which are going to give it the flavor, which is the bacteria. After that, it's going to turn into curds and whey. The curds are what's going to become the cheese. The whey is the liquid that also has protein in it, so there's some value in that whey. For Swiss cheese, it's going to be pumped over into the big presses that we saw that are each going to have 1,400 pounds in each one. Then we're going to cut them into 200-pound blocks, so we'd get 7 out of each block. So it'd be pressed the first day, and then the next day it'd go into the brine, and then the next day we'd take it out and put it in plastic bags and put it into the wooden boxes, and it goes into aging.
A lot of people don't realize that when you make Swiss cheese, there's no holes in it. Swiss cheese hole making, or eye forming as we refer to it, is a lot like making fresh bread. We put starter cultures in the cheese vat. Those cultures feed on the lactose, the milk sugar, and given the right environment, and that's what this room is. It's our warm room. It's 74 degrees in here. After about anywhere from 30 to 40 days, the eyes form in that cheese. We have now 4 generations of our family making cheese here in Ohio, and we continue to expand our family's presence in the business.
So there you have it. You saw some of our award-winning cheeses being made, and thank you for shopping with us here at Detweiler's.